First thing that comes to my mind when someone says cyclical vomiting is just pain, miserable. That's really all I can say about the disease.
I see the pain that it brings my daughter.
The puke monster.
The horrible retching that comes from your toes and makes you just want to pop your head off.
Vomiting.
Gross. Burden. Cyclic vomiting syndrome is burden.
Basically, I have a chronic stomach condition that causes me to vomit a lot, and there is currently no cure for it.
You're having a migraine in your head and a migraine in your stomach at the same time. And I've had kidney stones, and it's worse. I've had 2 kidney stones, and it's beyond kidney stone pain. And just throwing up until you have nothing left to throw up in your system.
Just get really tired, fatigued, very nauseous.
I usually wake up like 3 in the morning and tell my mom that I'm feeling sick.
I don't think the general population understands the violence of this condition. The vomiting, which is me up on all fours, retching, making horrible noises.
So I get sick, I get nausea, and I get really bad stomach pain. It feels like a constant cramp in my stomach, and it's just, I can go for a week like that. I'll lose 10 or 15 pounds in, say, a week or 2, and it's just constant pain. I can't hold anything down, water, food, nothing. It's just miserable.
Before I was diagnosed, I had lost trust in my own instincts, which is a horrible feeling. I knew something was wrong. I knew I was being diagnosed and treated wrong, and there wasn't anything I could do about it.
A lot of hospital visits. We counted up about 50 in 3 years.
Nobody knew in our area what CVS was, and our child that suffers with it 3, 4, 5 times a year.
But I had no one in my network who was dealing with this, and most of the people I know, including doctors, had never even heard of it.
My biggest triggers are happy stress. Christmas used to be a big trigger for me when I was a kid. Also lack of sleep, so I know I have to be in bed by a certain time and asleep.
Limit the triggers that cause the episodes, because they're difficult for him, but they're also difficult for parents to watch their kids go through those cycles over and over again.
They would get frustrated if a family outing was planned and things got canceled, or the house had to suddenly get very quiet so that Caleb had some hope of getting to sleep. So I think it is hard, and I think you're living in a constant state of worry.
A lot of issues with keeping friendships and just going through with a daily life. Like, as of right now, getting a license is out of the question, and I'm about that age. Getting a job.
If I'm sick, I can't go to work.
It made high school really difficult for me. I had to take an extra year to finish high school. I was in the bathroom all the time, and I had to medically withdraw from college this past year.
I lost my house. Well, the job was first, the job, my house, my car, and then my friends, because when you keep telling your friends that you're too sick to do anything with them, after a while they stop believing you.
It's affected my kids. Last year was a very hard year for them because it was like at the peak of the illness, and they didn't know whether they were going to come home from school and find me home or find me in the hospital.
Nobody will hire me and keep me on when they find out I have attendance issues. I need to be able to support my family, but I need to be able to support them physically, not just financially.
The syndrome just knocks her down and does not allow her to have the life that she should have.
I have to be her advocate, which means I have to keep track of everything. I have to document everything. I have to keep it all in a little book.
It's not who you are. You're not that kid who pukes. You know, you're still you. I still do all the things I used to do. I still go to school. I still play lacrosse. I still do everything I want to do. It's not going to define you, and And there are ways to get around it, and don't live by it, just live with it.
Hopefully each day there'll be a little space in between the vomiting, and they'll be able to feel a little bit better, and that there are a lot of us out there.
There is something out there called CVSA, and that you're definitely not alone.
Get online and check out the CVSA website. That it's a host of wonderful information that will connect them with people that will support them.